What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling fantastic today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Cancer. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. So the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase, what phase she's in. Look at I'm so excited. And when she's going void, of course, just all of those lunar shenanigans. Woo! Lots of lunar shenanigans, I see. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you. Leave all the shenanigans with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be great, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. I'm not sure what that's about, Cancer. Now I'm all out of sorts. Well, luckily, Cancer, your space has been cleansed. Gems, they've got it together. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. And Cancer, happy Friday. I hope you're feeling, I hope you had a great week. Hope the energies have been working well for you. But Cancer, the moon is in Gemini. And with the moon being in Gemini, oh, yeah, dope. This is a very active placement for the moon. You know, Gemini energy is very curious, they have a very active mind. So this is something where you may notice that your kind of brain's going into overdrive there, Cancer. But we can totally use that to your advantage, you know, because this could be something where if we have any like studying that we want to do, maybe we want to pick up another language, maybe we have or some other skills that we just want to learn there, Cancer. Gemini energy is great for that. They really do have a voracious appetite when it comes to knowledge because they deal with like early like childhood learning, and kids, they absorb information like a sponge. So definitely use that to your advantage here, Cancer. But also, Gemini energy is the sign of communication. So this can be something too where, you know, we may want to get out and socialize more, maybe hanging out with some friends, maybe doing something with, maybe seeing what's going on in the community, whatever that's looking like, Cancer. You know, go ahead and be a social butterfly and see what's going on out there. You know, get ready because we're getting ready to get into our birthday season here soon. So maybe we're making some friends, maybe invite them to the party. I'm with it. But also, Cancer, we're in a waning crescent phase. And with the waning crescent phase, this is about really kind of getting some rest and relaxation, recuperating, and just allowing yourself to just kind of breathe for a second, you know, because with all the, you know, whenever you start out on a new lunar cycle and you're working out some old stuff and welcoming in some new stuff, that takes a toll on you, Cancer. So allow yourself some self-care. But another thing with this energy, Cancer, because we're getting ready to get into the new moon in Cancer here. That's going to happen on I want to say it's on the 18th of June. That'd be like, what is that? That's on Sunday, I want to say. And with this energy, Cancer, I feel like this is going to be a big deal for you. As far as, because it's one thing I feel like when we set lunar intentions in general, but when the new moon falls on our sign specifically, you know, the next time that is going to be full is when we get to Capricorn season. And so I really feel like that this is something where if you're you know feeling motivated, Cancer, you know, set a big intention, you know, really big gift. You know, what do you want to work on for the next 6 months? You know, what is something big that you want to accomplish? And maybe something too to kind of help couple this energy to kind of encourage the manifestation, Cancer. I remember talking about this maybe a couple weeks back, but a friend had sent me this video of this guy that was talking about leaving water out underneath the new moon and the full moon. And the moon controls over water and the tides and things. We're like, what, 70-80% water? So the moon has a very close connection to that. And so the moon is where the sun cleanses, the moon charges. And so leaving some water outside, getting and setting those intentions, maybe even like getting yourself like a little, like a liter jug or something like that, maybe writing down what you want to manifest on it so that you just have it there. Oh, look at that, Cancer. Now we're cooking up some ideas. But be thinking about that, because it's something, maybe some little extra fun there to think about, and gives us something to celebrate once we get into the opposite sign. It shows how much work that we put in. We show Capricorn that we finally, well, not that we finally put in some work, but show Capricorn how to do it right. But not that it's a competition. I don't know why I'm coming at Capricorn. Let's get into your general energy of the day. Ooh, dope. I'm with it, because you got the 5th card of Leo here, which is the Dynamite card. And with this card, this is a card of excitement, passion, action, suspense, destroy, powder keg, fantastic, energetic, breakup, catalyst for change, explosive, short fuse, firecracker, blast, sudden, unexpected, and fast. And Cancer, the thing that really pops out for me when this card pops up is being a catalyst for change, because we are getting into, there's changes that are just constantly happening all the time. We are really getting into, and I really feel like Cancer season, this Cancer season is going to be just lit. I do feel like there's going to be something where, I feel like it's just going to be a lot of just like things that are going to be, a lot of exciting things I feel like are going to be happening here, Cancer. And I feel like it's paying attention to those opportunities as they come up. If there's something like, it's almost like if you get an opportunity to maybe like to co-create with someone or get in any type of collaborative work, or maybe this is something too where we might want to, because when you think about Gemini energy as well, there can be a sign of like the community and like neighborhoods and things. And I feel like this could be something too where maybe if we want to bring some change in like our social circle, possibly, maybe if this is like with our friends, with our family, maybe we're starting up maybe you could start there, maybe doing some stuff around the neighborhood, and then maybe we can turn this into like getting our neighbors involved. And look at that, now you're bonding with people, we're getting to know each other better, and we might be doing some good work on top of that here. But I do feel that there's something here about, also, following your passions as well, because there's something, we are in a time of just creativity, especially with all this, we got Venus that's going to be hanging out in Leo for a while. And then we got, and when you think just Cancer season in general, we're a very artistic sign, Cancer. And if there's something here that just would just fill up all your cups, I feel like if you were to follow those dreams and see where those energies take you, you may be surprised at like what opportunities and things may come up here. But let's get some tarot on this. All right, Cancer. So we got the 4 of Cups here, one of our cards. Ooh, and then we got the Magician, Mercury here. And then, okay, so we have the 4 of Cups and the Magician upright. And then we have the 8 of Cups in reverse here. And you know what, Cancer? That's interesting, because with the 8 of Cups, this is Saturn in Pisces. And Saturn's going to be in Pisces for the next 3 years, and that's going to be forming a trine with our Cancer placements. And Saturn in Pisces is pretty much just about asking you what passions do you want to bring to life? What makes you excited, and then to take action, to let those, to start creating that stuff, to start manifesting these things. And especially with Mercury showing up here in a strong way, definitely doubling down on that, Cancer. Explore, be curious. I feel like it's almost like be inquisitive about yourself, in what areas do we might be, are there some areas in our lives where we can make space for more, I feel like more passion, more excitement, there's like just like just like incorporating even just in literally just something as simple as a hobby or something along those lines. Because I feel like with the Four of Cups, this can be a card of apathy, you know, like where it's like life is just feeling kind of meh, you know, there's no kind of zest to life or anything along those lines. And if it's been feeling kind of boring, Cancer, maybe we've been kind of just like, because, you know, this is the moon in Cancer. So maybe we've been just kind of cooped up at home, you know, just been kind of staying in our own world. I feel like that there's something here about just like shaking some things up and really kind of seeing what happens, because I feel that this could really start propelling your life in a different direction that you may not have even expected. But there is a question here as well, Cancer. You know, I feel like that if we have noticed that there are some things in our lives that may be kind of holding us down, or that that we've noticed that has been restricting us, has been getting in the way of like our creation, our manifestation, our thinking process. Maybe we've been feeling like a creative block, or, you know, just I feel like almost like it's like you're like in like a rut or something along those lines. I do feel that sometimes that when we're working on these, when we think about the stuff that's holding us back, what better thing to sub in that habit than like a creative endeavor or something along those lines, Cancer. And I feel that that would really help you when you get in that energy that does get the creative juices thinking, because you can apply, when you start being just, I feel like, creative in general. And listen, creativity looks differently on everyone. This could be maybe we're creating apps, like mobile apps or web apps, or, you know, we could do some woodworking, maybe we're doing some dancing, maybe we're writing poetry, you know, it's you know, restoring cars, whatever that's looking like. But I feel like if we can start incorporating more fun and more ways of like, I feel like even just like learning some more stuff, you know, like just really keeping the energy just kind of fresh here. I really feel like that would really do you some great wonders here, Cancer. So just something to think about there. More? All right, Cancer, let's get a little bit more on this. Interesting. Okay. Thank you. All right, Cancer, let's see what else we got here. Oh, interesting. Okay, Cancer. So you have the Emperor, and then you have the Nine of Cups in reverse here. But then we have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hermit upright. And, you know, Cancer, it feels like, again, that just like it feels, you know, that the Emperor's Aries energy. And Aries is very passionate as well. They're the fire cardinal sign, you know? And I feel that if there's been a need to just like work in more kind of happiness in our realm, if we just feel that, again, that maybe things have just been feeling kind of dull, or just been kind of like the same type of stuff, I almost feel like with this Hermit, I was just going to say sit and reflect on this, but it almost feels like with this Hermit, it may be time to just kind of get ourselves out there, maybe start exploring different avenues, maybe joining like expanding our social circle, maybe with the, you know, Mercury being here, us being in this Gemini energy right now, and maybe doing like for example, I was just telling someone, I remember a friend a little while back was telling me that he went to like a Scrabble tournament not too long ago, and I love Scrabble. I grew up playing Scrabble since I was little, and I feel like, you know, getting out something and doing things along those lines, and I feel like that would invite, like, I don't know, Cancer, I'm getting like it would feel, I feel like there's something here that's just like there's a need for inspiration, or a need for planting some new seeds, or investing in ourselves in a different kind of way here. And it's interesting with this Hermit here, because on this waning crescent card, you know, the tarot card that they say that's associated with the waning crescent is the Hermit here. And the Hermit is Virgo energy, and you know that's getting, and Virgo is also ruled by Mercury as well. And one of the things that I like talking about them is that they're a great sign of like routines and stuff. And I feel like that it's working in just like a new type of routine here. I feel like it's like letting that light inside of this jar here shine, and really, I think that that would really even bring a level of confidence for you, Cancer. With the Emperor being in here in reverse, I think that this would really kind of revitalize you here and just bring just more. And I don't. It's not that I don't feel like you're not having any kind of fun here, Cancer. But minus the Ace of Pentacles here, you got a lot of cups that we're building up so far. So I think that there's this energy of needing to just feel more and be really being in that intuitive water energy and allowing this stuff to kind of flow more. Because even when you think of the Four of Cups, when you think of the fours in general, fours are energies of stability, you know, getting that solid foundation. But when you try to keep water in a solid place, after a while, you know, it kind of starts accumulating some gunk, and it gets weird, you know, when we're trying to trap that energy down, or when we get almost like, you know, just kind of complacent, or just sort of like, or just like kind of just almost just feels like just kind of like the water just feels like it's stuck or something along those lines. We're in this state of comfortable, in which there's nothing wrong with that. But I just think that there could be a little more excitement in this comfort as well. You know, just kind of just spice things up a little bit, Cancer. It's very interesting energy. I'm with it. Let's see what might be some challenges here with working with this energy. See what we got here, Cancer. Ooh, all right, Cancer. So we have the Death card and the Four of Pentacles upright here, and we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And you know, Cancer, I almost feel like some challenges. It's getting out of that. Again, I feel like this is like there's something for some of us. I feel like we've just been sort of like, just kind of just like locked into this sort of like, we've gotten... It's almost like that we're in this place of where, and again, I don't feel like that this is anything, there's nothing wrong with feeling this way, Cancer, but it feels like that we've just maybe been kind of just focusing on like a specific type of stability, as far as like, you know, maybe we've been kind of more kind of business focused, you know, really working on our, you know, savings and things along those lines, which is dope. You know, I'm totally with that. But I feel like that's a lot, Cancer, sometimes, you know, to just, to be just purely just focused on like the work in things, you know, where I feel like that over time, you know, when we just focus on that, all like, just if that's just like our main focus, you know, just like chasing like the resources and the material things and stuff like that, I feel like that just, it can lead to this place of burnout and gets it to this place where the energy just can feel kind of frustrated, and it feels like there's like this oppression that's going down here. And I really feel like the Death card is saying, you know, which is a card of change, kind of switching things up a little bit. You know, there's an energy here of just like, it's just, let me get a little bit more on this Death card, Cancer. Okay, interesting. So the Death card is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles is upright, and then the Three of Swords is in reverse. And you know, Cancer, yeah, there's something here. Just, I feel like it's just like, it's almost like, I feel like if we think, it's almost like if I feel like we think that once we get to a certain place in life, you know, when we get to like, let's say for example, you know, we're trying to save up some things, you know, like, well, you know, once I get to this amount of maybe money or things like that, then I can start having some fun or something along those lines. I feel like there's like this compromise here, or this like this not compromise, because that'd be nice. No, that feels like more so like a sacrifice, even, really, like where it's like that we're setting limitations, or like we're setting conditions for our happiness, when it's just like, I feel that this is something that we can find a balance. I feel like the 2 and 2 can be just like how the 4 of Cups and the 4 of, that's not a good example, but I feel like it's something that it doesn't need to be where it's just like, it's just all this one focus here. You know, I think that it's very interesting, Cancer. Hey, one more. Interesting. Okay. So I got the 3 of Wands in reverse here. And yeah, Cancer, I just feel like that there's more areas for you to grow and to expand. I feel like that there's, what we're focused on is, I feel like, you know, it's like if we were to incorporate some of these passions, I feel that this would even inspire the way that you're even going about accumulating these pentacles in a different way as well. You may be able to take your passions and to fuel this stuff and do like maybe like a side hustle on top of whatever your main thing that you're doing too. But it feels like there's this balance here of just like, maybe we've just been kind of really kind of hustling, kind of grinding here, and it's just, yeah, finding more space to grow and to even to heal. And I feel like when I'm talking about the healing here with the 3 of Swords, heal that inner creative in you, you know, that person that has these dreams. Because like maybe again, it's like, it's almost like we used to play the guitar, but since we became like a lawyer, we've had to put that stuff to the side. It's not that we lost our love for it, you know. It's like I feel like it's like these extremes of like one or the other, and I feel like there can be a balance here, Cancer. So more. Just something to think about there, Cancer. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I definitely feel like lately the energies have been a little intense here, and I feel like I've been kind of fishing more. Or like it's like I'm just like, give me more. But let's get some advice from Mercury. See what we got here, Cancer. Nice. Oh, there she is. What's good, girl? I'll give you one guess. So you got the Empress, the 2 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. More Ace of Swords in reverse here, and then we have the Temperance upright. You know what, Cancer? I like that. Let's switch back over here. Because you know what, Cancer? I almost feel like with this, it's like, again, with the Temperance card, this is a card of balance, you know, finding harmony, finding peace. This is after the Death card. You know, once we've implemented these changes, then it's just like the growth happens. I feel like it's like we learn more about ourselves, you know? And I feel that it almost feels like with this 2 of Swords and the Ace of Swords here, it almost feels like that maybe we think that this type of these passions, these creative endeavors, like it almost feels like that we may be thinking that it's kind of like just superfluous. It's just like sort of just like extra stuff. It's just like, you know, it's like, how can that really help me with my business or things along those lines? But you'd be surprised. Oh, because Cancer, I just even thought about that. Divine counterparts here. You know, because when you think about, I feel like the Emperor and the Empress, they really complement each other well. Because when I think about the Emperor, he does seem more of like the type that's like the one who's more the business mind, you know, that's wanting to get the structure and things. But that doesn't mean that he's not creative as well. Because look at him, even though he's super stern and stuff, I actually like this Emperor. Because I mean, he's got this book here, he's got all these birds around him. There's a softness here in his authority. You know, I feel like he's tapped into his passions, just like with the Empress, where yes, she's about art, beauty, aesthetics. She's still about her money. And look at this Empress. This Empress means business. You know, there's still that fire there, that heat, you know, that, and I feel like that it's, again, there's finding that balance between these two, between these passions, your obligations and your wants. You know what I mean? And I feel like when we can find that balance, because I feel like the 2 of Swords is almost like saying that there's, let me get a little bit more on that 2 of Swords. Both of those? Okay. More? Hold on, let me get a little bit more on that, Cancer. Okay, so the Two of Swords is clarified by the King of Cups, and I'm with it, Cancer. And the King of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Sun upright. And so, yeah, Cancer, I really feel like that there's a need for balance here, a need for feeling just more happiness in your life, you know, bringing a little more joy. And it's not to say that you're not happy doing what you're doing. It's just that there can be more, you know what I mean? There can definitely be there's improvement here, but I feel like it's just maybe a way of how we might be thinking about this stuff, you know? So sit with that, Cancer. If you notice that there's been, I don't know, it's almost like we're creating like a fun tower moment, or if that's a thing. If not, we're gonna find out here soon, Cancer. So yeah, be thinking about that. I hope that made sense, but I think I'm gonna leave that there. But if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, Cancer, and share this. You know, like if you notice that maybe when your Cancerian friends have just been kind of just hustling and grinding as of late, and you've been trying to get them to go out and just kind of have some fun, to socialize and things. Let's get them out there, because it's fine. You know, the obligations will still be there. And listen, I'm not saying to do stuff with it, you know, that's going to put your business or anything, you know, that's going to throw your security in whack. Because remember, like I was saying, the Empress is about making her coins too. She's not just all about just sitting pretty and just having fun. You know, she rules Taurus and Libra. I mean, the Emperor is just ruled by Mars. So if anything, she's doing extra work. So just something to think about there, Cancer. If you notice that, you know, share this with your friends, and then tell all these emperors and empresses to subscribe and hit that bell button to get notified when I have these videos each week or each day. And then I'm on this meditation app, Insight Timers. Might be something to think about. Maybe what are some ways to think about what does sound exciting to us? You know, maybe trying something different, Cancer. But I started a group on there called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group to post positive affirmations, encouraging messages, things along those lines. And definitely as the group grows, I want to schedule some meditation, you know, like finding peace with temperance, or, you know, self-care with the Empress, or shining light with the sun, something along those lines, Cancer. But all that information in the description box. And then lastly, if you check your chart, Cancer. Check your sun, moon, rising, Mercury planet. I mean, since Mercury popped up here, absolutely check your Mercury placement. Maybe you got Mercury in Cancer. You know, it's and if that's the case, you're about to be in for a Mercury return here soon. But yeah, check that stuff out, Cancer. Then come on over to my other channel, the Chariot. You're already here. To my other channel, Alchemist Date. I do videos weekly there with different themes. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here so I can get you out of here. You got the Hierophant upright, Cancer. Taurus energy. And let me, you know, Cancer, you know, while I'm getting your Oracle card. Because when you think about Taurus, one, the moon is exalted in Taurus. We got a great relationship with Taurus. And Taurus is a sign of the senses. And I feel like that it's doing just like some more, because that could be something too, Cancer. I'm not saying you got to do anything over the top. Maybe we're doing some like cooking even. But, both. Ooh, look at that, Cancer, a little extra abundance on Friday. Since I guess we did come out, since it is Venus Day. But I feel that there's doing more things to, again, to please your senses. And this doesn't, and I feel like when you do that, Cancer, there's something here. Let me see what your Oracle cards are. Interesting. Okay, so you have the Capricorn. Well, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. You got the 32nd card, which is the Comfrey card, which is a card of completion, and it's ruled by Saturn. You see Capricorn over here in the corner here, just kind of chilling out. And then your other Oracle card is the Cat's Claw, which is the purification card, which is ruled by Mars and Pluto. A lot of masculine energy in this one here. And I almost feel like with this, Cancer, there's something here about if we bring in, I feel like if we bring in just some type of change into the mix here, because Mars and Pluto are both Scorpio's rulers. And I feel that if we were to just like kind of change things up here, I feel like that there'll be like this removal of restrictions. I feel like that you'll be able to work better, to get things done a lot more efficiently. Like it's interesting how this energy is kind of popping up here, but yeah, I feel that this is definitely something, check into this, Cancer, because I feel that you can, this really can do, that bringing some more excitement and things can really start just opening up some new avenues for you here. So I think I'm going to leave that there, Cancer. But you stay safe out there. Thinking about you, all this excitement and stuff here. And raise your vibration through the roof. Keep eyes on the moon, especially with this new moon in Cancer coming up. Let's set this intention, thinking about what do you want to embark on. This could be your 6-month plan here. We're up until Capricorn season. Be thinking about, maybe how we want to incorporate more fun and just see where that takes you, Cancer. And I will catch you on the next one, Monday.